Hey again, Kristen here, and I'm just kind of coming to you from some time off from doing much in the way, especially videos, and I've been kind of on my own journey with healing and kind of trying to figure out why I am the way I am, and doing, I don't know, just trying different things in my life and just to be happy. And of course, we want to be happy and healthy and all that good stuff. And but for me, this is a journey that's coming around to experiencing that I had when I was a kid and didn't realize it, because a lot of us have done this, to where we may have experienced a little bit in the way of like emotional neglect. And it's just something that it happens. And because as kids, especially before we even know what language is and can speak and understand and communicate, um, there's a whole world, that's there, that for some, depending on what you've experienced in your life, it might be difficult to verbalize. And so that's kind of some of what I'm working on right now. And I just had some books that were recommended to me, and also reading one that just happened to pop up on another email that I had gotten. And it's kind of actually neat. It's helping to kind of give words to some of the things that I've experienced. So if something I happen to talk about in any video, I'm going to attempt to do a little bit more posting on YouTube, especially when it comes to whether you experienced like childhood traumas, or like I said, about the emotional neglect part. Just speaking more to this, because I've done a lot of my background has been doing more so in service for other people. And it doesn't mean I'm still not going to, because this could be, in some way being of service in the world by just expressing some of the things that I've been through. And then if there's some things that I say, that helps someone, or I always say I channel it, then yay me, So I always say my guides, angels, to asking them to help me from here on out, and continue to, especially to find the words. And so there's a few books that I'll talk about, and especially one, it's called Mother Hunger. And that one just has to do, just this very simple, um, that, description of it is, it's just talking to the fact that when we were kids, a lot of us have experienced this, not having the kind of the nurturance, the guidance, protection that we would have, that we needed. And it's something that I experienced, and I know my parents did, and their parents, and a lot of people. It's just so many things going on these days, and we're all a bunch of human, in some ways unhealed peoples. And sometimes we do things from a place of, it's like unconscious. Sometimes it's like patterns, it's beliefs and things that we picked up, and a lot of it, again, just because our parents didn't know better, or they were doing the best they could, um, and so on. I mean, so I've had, and very grateful to have the time that I do have to spend this, doing this inner journey, as it were, because there's times when I'm like, why don't I feel, why am I not feeling something, or I should be feeling something, and a lot of this is because I I think we just learned early on in life to kind of keep that stuff down, like we were heard, or told many times, whenever we go to functions or whatever, that children are seen and not heard. And so, it's, again, it's not to be blaming anyone or whatever, it's just to say, hey, this stuff happened, and again, people were just doing the best they could, but it's like, so now kind of unraveling the pieces, healing in finding a different way to heal without it basically taking forever. Because I feel like sometimes I've been on a journey and it's like, could this be done already? Yeah, I am not the biggest one sometimes for patience. Um, because I deserve to be happy and healthy, and we all do, and to create a better world and to hopefully leave it, when we leave, to that hopefully it's better than how we found it, So hopefully that anything that I do or talk about is somehow going to help others. So I'll probably talk a little bit more about, that book. It's called Mother Hunger, and I think the author's name, I don't have it up here with me, is Kelly McDaniel. So, look it up if you want, if it sounds like it's something that resonates with you. But we all really loved and wanted that maternal caring and nurturance and guidance. And for whatever reason, like I said, stuff happened. I was adopted, and on top of that, then what babies experience from going from being with their biological mother, and who knows what happened in the womb and what things she was experiencing, and whatever happened to cause her to have to put me up for adoption. There's so many components and things we just don't realize, and so you just sometimes feel like you have these missing pieces. So I am on that kind of like a little investigative, journey to be whole. And even though I already am, in a sense, just some parts, just things need a little tweaking and more love, and some of this is also to help me to love myself more, and all the parts and all the things that come up that you wonder where the voice comes from, and the negativity and the and whatnot. And it's just like, God, I just want to be at peace and kind to myself, and as kind as I can be to others. Because sometimes I feel like, they say that we're our worst critic, and it's true. I mean, I can be so kind and loving to people that sometimes, but not being as much to myself. So this is kind of a work in progress, and I'll check back, especially as I get to reading a little bit more about in these books and stuff, and I'll take some notes and then just kind of post on this. But I mean, I do other things too. I listen to music and meditate and go within for answers and such. And so it's like I said, it's an adventure, it's a journey, and I'm also doing my best with doing different kinds of things. That if any of you have ever heard of Joe Dispenza, so there's all these different techniques and all these different things out there now than ever were available for our parents or grandparents and so on. So I kind of feel like we're like a generation that's here to bridge the gap of not feeling, so to speak, and being so in the patriarchal and the masculine, and now being able to honor more of the feminine and all of the the intuition and things like that. So it's a different time, and it's amazing. I mean, I want him really to be alive. So that's kind of about it for now. So I'll try not to do so many so's and whatever, but this is just a work in progress, and hopefully my things get a little more flowy for me. Well, look forward to being able to share more with you as I go along in this journey. And some of it is, like I said, it's tender. It's hard to look at sometimes. The pieces and the parts and the stuff that you just kind of go, what the heck is that? And where did that voice come from? And as being slightly empathic, I do know that I have in the past picked up on other people's stuff, which I didn't realize. So it's like I also have to take time to clear myself of other people's energies. So if you're not familiar, I don't think I said this at the beginning, because a lot of what I've done in my life has been about taking care of others, and that included massage therapy, Reiki, and then getting into a little bit of sound healing, and then psychic and mediumship. So a lot of it was always geared towards, helping others, and so definitely having that empathic side, but have now to learn how to keep more balance and keeping the self clear. So, and that, because sometimes taking on the other stuff of others can kind of cause a little bit of a wonkiness too, because sometimes you're not clear on what's yours and what's someone else's. So I'm doing the best I can, making sure what's mine is mine, what's other people's is theirs, and if you don't get that, that's okay. Go look up stuff on empathic gifts and abilities, and there's a lot of material out there, so much more than there ever was. So anyways, moving on. That's kind of about it. Sorry, I'm just kind of a little all over, but hoping the best for everybody on their journeys, and lots of love, because if you ever are like, does any of this, if it resonates or whatever, to put in some comments or something. But like I said, hope everybody the best, and you got to find what resonates with you, and to live the best life that you can, whatever that's going to be for you. And I don't know, we'll go from there. Anyways, thanks for hopefully hanging out, being able to take some time to watch this, and we'll go from here. So peace and love. Peace.